bam, which ones are we going to go over and pick and win? I got two headphones here, both similar designs. I've got the Wigfar Bone Induction ones, and I've got the, I'm not even going to try to pronounce it, Banigipa. Similar concept. It's not bone induction though. I thought it was going to be a bone induction when I first bought it, but I probably should have read the description letter. Not bone induction, but it still doesn't go in your ear, so it has a similar design. That's why I want to compare the two, because what's better, the bone induction or the non-bone induction? Now, the cool thing about the Banigipa is, if you could see right here, it's actually just a little tiny speaker that sits right over your ear. So the cool thing about that, I'm looking over here, camera's here. The cool thing about that is this ends up being able to get a lot louder than this guy right here. It really does. You can pump this and it's gonna be loud. Now, because it's the speaker though, you are, if someone's sitting next to you, they are gonna hear it. So you do get that that bleed of the noise from it. But I don't know, sometimes I like to hear it louder, you know, and sometimes these are good, and if they hear it next to me, then they hear it next to me. But that is something, you know, if you're concerned about that, that's something to be aware of when it comes to these headphones right here. These are great headphones though. Simple controls, volume, up, down, a little touch to stop and go. And they're just really simple, and they're very, very lightweight. Now, the bone conduction ones, the Wigfar ones, these are really cool too. You still hear them. They're not as like screeching loud as those. So this one has kind of the high highs. You still feel the bass a little bit, but it does sound like a speaker in your ear. I don't know how to describe that. Whereas these, it's a much softer sound in your ear, and it sits comfortably, I guess, like right there. It's not really I guess hovering. Like when I put this on, it feels a little more hovery. I can still hear it. It's still comfortable, not as bad. But this, maybe it's the texture, I don't know. Maybe this just has a softer texture, especially on the inside. This is kind of like a soft, I don't want to say rubber, but it's like just a very soft type of material. And it sits, for me, it sits a little more comfortably. And when I'm listening to it, if it's loud around me, it is hard to hear. But if it's quiet around me, I can listen to it, and it's comfortable and it's great. Both are sweat resistant, so they could get a little wet. I mean, I wouldn't go swimming with them, but if you're exercising, they're gonna stay on. They're gonna do what they gotta do. This is a little softer sound. This is a lot louder. So depending on where you're gonna go in your environment, I'm gonna say I think they're both really good. But you know what? I think I'm gonna go for the Wigfar. I think the bone induction in this, along with the sound, and depending on your environment, I think these were a little better. If you're outside and it's noisy and you have a hard time hearing with these, then this is going to be your shot. So it really just depends what you're going to be using it for. If you're in an office, bam. If you're working outside, bam. That's kind of how I'm going to go about it. But I'm going to stick with the Wigfar one. So hope that helped. This or that. This or that. This or that. Oh, you old school people know that song. Let's do it.